Hi Paula, welcome back into my kitchen. It's Catherine Reza. It's dessert week. We finally made it. It's week number 4. This recipe that I'm going to be making for you today came about when I challenged myself to make a dessert in 60 minutes or less. So it's a really simple recipe. It's kind of fun. Makes quite a few. They're sweet treats. They are Philly-filled crispy treats. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our filling. But before I do this, I've made these treats that came out of my head, and I brought them to my sister's house again. They're my recipe taste testers. And my nephew Mark, who eats absolutely nothing, said, "These are slamming, Aunt Catherine." That's a good thing. And so these Philly-filled crispy treats, honey Mark, these are for you. Okay, so let's begin. So what we're going to do is, of course, we're going to take the star of the show. This is 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese softened. And we're going to take a 20-ounce can of apple pie filling. What I did with the apple pie filling was the apple pie, you take it out, the apples are in large chunks, so slices. So what I did was I just cut them up, and I'm taking everything out of that came from the can. And now I'm going to put a little of my spin on it. I have in here just a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a quarter teaspoon each of salt, some ginger, some clove, and some nutmeg. So it's going right into the bowl, and we're just going to mix it up. This now is our filling for our crispy treats. Wait till you see what the venue is for these crispy treats. I think it's quite fun. Like I said, it was in my head, and so just wait till you see. I even surprised myself. Wait, how fun is this? And when you see how I make them, you'll realize that you can get your children into the kitchen, and they'll have fun making these with you. So now we're just mixing up our filling, and because the cream cheese is softened, it mixes very nicely with the apple pie filling. Really, you could take this now and make it an apple pie, cream cheese apple pie. That would be fabulous. But we couldn't do that in 60 minutes, so we're going to do it this way. Okay? All right. So we just get it all nice and mixed up, and then we're going to leave it alone. Now, we're going to make Rice Krispie cereal. Okay, you'll know what I'm making when you see as we start. On the stove, I have just melted 5 tablespoons of butter. Okay, now the filling is done. We're just going to leave it to the side. Oh, I'm sorry, I just forgot. I just like a little bit of dashes of vanilla. It just gives it a little more extra flavor. So we'll just put a little vanilla in. And then we'll just add that to our filling. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, that's done. Now we're just going to go over to the stove. Like I said, I have 4 tablespoons of butter melted in the pot. And what we're going to do now is we're going to just add 1 bag. I've chosen the mini marshmallows. You can use a bag of the big marshmallows, but I like the mini marshmallows. So we're just going to put those in the pot. And what we're going to do is just melt the marshmallows and the butter together. It really only takes a few minutes. And like I said, you guys know what I'm doing. I'm sure that we've all done this before. They're kind of fun, and your kids will love them. And it's a little bit of a different spin on the venue for a dessert. You just want to work quickly. You don't want your marshmallows to burn, but you want them to melt. Now, you could probably do this in a microwave, make your life a little bit easier. I do not have a microwave, ladies, so we had to do it on the stove, okay? But either way, it'll work. Now, you're going to take it off the stove, and we're going to bring it over here because the marshmallows will continue to melt. And once your marshmallows are melted, you can hear it. Okay, done. Now we're going to take 6 cups of the rice cereal, excuse me. We're just going to put it right in the bowl. And we're going to mix it up. You can kind of hear them crackle and pop as they get into the heat. And just with a wooden spatula, a spatula, just mix it together. These are really pliable, and they don't harden up as fast as I thought they might have. So you have plenty of time to form your treats. That makes a lot of these. It's a nice dessert. It makes a lot. If you make some small ones, if you make large ones, you can, get a little bit less. But okay, now we're basically done. Okay, so what we're going to do is take our mini muffin pan, which I've already sprayed with some cooking spray. Okay, and you might want to take and put some on your hands. And all you're going to do is take some of the crispy treat, and you're going to form it into your muffin tin. You could probably do this upside down as well. Yeah. It's a little sticky, but it works. And you can hear it, and you just put them in the pan. It's fun. The children, your kids will love this. If you find that you need a little more, put a little more. And all you want to do is form a cup for your muffin tin. Okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be fine. You just make a little well, and you just take a little more into your tin. There we go. First one's the hardest. And you just form it. So by the time you're done with the 24, the first one is ready to come out. Okay? I'm just going to do a couple for you so you get the idea. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, you get the idea, right, ladies? And now what we're going to do is we're going to take some of our beautiful filling and we're going to put it in the cup. Okay? Alright, and then we're going to just pop them out. Let me just move this out because I've made some for you already, of course. Put this over here. And when you're done, they look like this. Now, isn't that beautiful? Now, excuse me, if you can just, I'm sorry, if you can just, look how easy. There's your muffin cup. It's as simple as that. And like I said, you'll get millions, not millions, 60 or so out of this one recipe. Couldn't be easier. Now, if that's not a sweet treat, I don't know what is. So I hope you enjoy my recipe. I hope you try it. Get your kids in the kitchen. Let them help you with this. Enjoy, and thank you until I see you again. I'm Catherine Reza.